Recently, the White House announced to demolish the current east wing of the White House and build a new big ballroom instead. I made another video about that already, commenting on that, because as you know, I'm an architect, but I'm specialized on classical architecture. And then there were quite many comments under this video asking what I would have done instead. So in this video, I want to give a short overview of what we could do if we accept the current situation that a new ballroom is being built. So when we look on that image, my opinion in short is that the new ballroom is done A, correctly in terms of classical architecture, but B, that it's too baroque and too opulent and try to overshadow the White House. So strictly it's classicistic, but it appears because of the big stairs and the emphasized symmetry more baroque. I mean, these images are done like smartly with a wide angle, so it doesn't look so big, but as we will see later, it's quite huge. So the problem is that when we look at the White House, when there's one word for the White House, I would say it's humble, because it's this very pure classicism from around 1800. Reminds me a bit of Northern German architect C.F. Hansen. And there's not so much about it. And then the current West Wing and East Wing had the problem that they want to be more humble than the already humble White House. So when we look at that with the pure Tuscan columns and the Tuscan entablature, it is very reduced and pure. And now the new ballroom does the exact opposite with these Corinthian columns. It looks very baroque and more like a Versailles version. So and how to fix that? Well, in short, I think we have to extend the West Wing also. Anyway, it's a bit small, right? And there's more office space needed. So I will show in this video how you can possibly extend that. So we should make it bigger as it currently is, but not as big as the ballroom. So when we look at the history of the West Wing, we can see that it starts with a very small office structure, 1902, which was meant to be temporary. But as we know, usually all temporary buildings last the longest. Also funny here how we see there's nearly no security, right? So you can basically climb up the green until the windows. And then there was the first big extension already in 1909 under President Taft, where he also installed the first Oval Office. That was referring to the two oval rooms at the south portico of the White House, which one of them was used as the office before. So this is referring to that. And on this image we see that it was like where it should be, in my opinion, at the front in the center facing the garden. But then 1933 was another extension of President Franklin Roosevelt, where he wanted to keep the original size as it was, but added a basement floor and this attic floor that we have now. So this is the current shape, how it's also now. But then since he wanted to keep the overall outer size, it resulted in these very cramped corridors that they are now. And I think the most weird thing is that because of personal preference and circumstances, he moved the Oval Office out of the center in this corner where it is now. So as you see on this image, I think it's a bit weird that it's in the corner here. So it's kind of inside the colonnade, which is just like a secondary structure. And then inside the secondary structure of the colonnade is the most important room. So that's a bit weird. I mean, I understand his motivation, but I think when we build a new West Wing, it should be in the center again where it was before. So how to extend it then? So when we look on that image, we see the very balanced version of West and East Wing. And this is approximately the new ballroom. So we could extend it kind of in that way. That means also a bit longer into the garden and a bit wider than it currently is, so that we can integrate the Oval Office again, as I said, at the front. But then I would keep it lower in terms of absolute height compared to the White House. So the current ballroom is approximately the same height as the White House. So we can make the new West Wing also 2 floors, but still keep it lower. I mean, the current one is also 1 floor plus attic floor, right? So make it a bit higher than the current one, yet still much lower than the White House to not dominate the White House too much. And in the 3D image, you can see here the current situation and this big ballroom. So it could be something like that, so that the White House is still the most important element. And we need something to recreate the balance, but then on the other hand, not as big as the ballroom. So the ballroom will be obviously still the biggest, but it would be something that is a bit wider than the current one and longer. And if it's still lower than the White House, it can recreate the balance and still leave the White House as the most important element, what it should be. Let me know in the comments what you think.